Hi everybody, it's Jeanette Bell from East Coast Mummy, and today I have some high-end dollar store DIYs for spring that you are going to love. So let's get started. For the first project, you're going to need a couple plates in different sizes from the dollar store and a candlestick, also from the dollar store. You're also going to need some paint. I use this white chalk paint because it covers really well, but you can use regular craft paint if you want to do a couple extra coats. I probably did 2 coats and a couple of touch-ups with this paint. Once the candlestick is all dry, then you can start to assemble your tiered tray. So I just took some hot glue, put it on the top of the candlestick holder, and attached it to the smaller plate. I just used hot glue, but if you want it to be extra sturdy, I'd suggest using a stronger adhesive with the hot glue like an E6000 or a Gorilla Glue. But I just used hot glue because I'm not going to be moving this around a lot. If you wanted to, you could just leave it like this. It's a cute little stand and you could decorate it or use it to serve food. But I like the bigger plate on the bottom, so I added some hot glue to the bottom of the candlestick holder and I attached it to the middle of the larger plate. And here's how it turned out. I styled mine with a birdhouse, some beads, and some flowers, but it would be great for serving food too. For the next project, you'll need an unpainted birdhouse from the dollar store and some jute twine. The birdhouse that I found had a little piece of rope to hang it up on the top. So I didn't want that, so I just pulled it out, popped out really easily, and then I grabbed some white chalk paint, but regular old craft paint will work too, and I painted the birdhouse and I let the paint dry completely. I wanted to add a little texture to my birdhouse. So instead of painting the roof a brown color or staining it, I decided to use my hot glue gun to attach jute twine to the top. So I cut a bunch of strips and then one by one I just used hot glue to attach them to the roof until the entire roof was covered in jute twine. Then you can use some sharp scissors to trim the ends of the jute twine on both sides of the roof. And if you want, you can take a lighter just to get rid of all those little strands of jute twine, but be careful not to burn yourself. You can leave it plain or you can add a bit of texture and color. I took some greenery that I had. I made a little ring around the bottom and I secured it with more hot glue. And that's it. Pretty cute, right? This is an absolutely adorable addition to a tiered tray. The last project is an adorable use for these inexpensive seasonal florals from the dollar store. So I started by taking this milk jug that I found at Dollarama and I took a bit of twine and I wrapped it around the mouth of the jug and tied it in place with a couple of knots. Then I grabbed some small wooden beads that I had in my stash and I put some white and some plain beads, added them to one of the strands, tied it, secured it with a knot, and then trimmed off the excess And then I did the same thing for the other side. And this is what the milk jug looked like when it was finished. So then I just had to fill it with my florals. I found these pink apple blossoms and these pussy willow stems. I cut the stems off so that I could insert them one at a time. I find it just makes it look more high-end. And I just kept snipping and inserting the flowers and stems into my milk jug vase until I was happy with the way it looked. Here's a peek at my finished floral arrangement. And here is a look at all of my projects that I did today all together. What do you think? I think they scream spring, and they were all easy and inexpensive. For more ideas like this, please subscribe to my channel and visit me at eastcoastmummy.com.